Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is the Empress of Empathy, where I use my empathic abilities to give you guys a read. Hopefully you guys can see me. This of course is going to be a blackout reading because I'm about to get ready to drive. But listen, I've been getting, now y'all know I don't like to do certain messages because, you know, I don't like to step on people's toes. I feel like whatever you do is your business. Like whatever you know, talk about on your channel, like that's your freedom of speech. That's you. Everybody has free will. So I really didn't want to do this message. I really didn't want to put this out here, but spirits have been nudging me. You know, my ancestors, my guides have been nudging me. And I was like, okay, if I get one more, if I see one more of it, or if I'm listening to something and I hear it, I will put it up there. So y'all know I watch, what is her channel? What's the name? Oh my gosh. Black Witch Yaya, right? That's my girl. Like she like, I love her energy. I love her. And I was watching an old video that she did. She did like her, a video on, hold on y'all, let me get ready to start driving. A video on, The Reading with Monique. Y'all know that movie, The Reading with Monique, that came out. She did a, just basically like giving you, like telling you what she felt about the movie or whatever. But at the end of the movie, she said something. I was like, damn, like that's my confirmation. Like, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just be obedient. So I say all this to say that, like, I'm not, you know, I'm not that type of person that be like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Because I feel like people could do whatever the hell they want when they channel. Like, that's you. That's your business. That's your channel. But when I keep getting confirmation, I have to say it. So I'm going to tell you something. Then I'm going to get into what it is that I really, really, you know, want to say or want to let you guys know. As a medium, we have the, I don't even want to say the burden, but like we have the opportunity, we have the ability to see spirits, right? Like we see spirits. A lot of times we see them when, you know, they either have a message for their loved ones, or if they want to, or if they just passed over, or if they're confused, or, you know. And a lot of times when a spirit passes over, they are usually, you know, and it just depends, right? And I'm saying this because maybe you don't know, you know, maybe whoever you are, or, you know, maybe you don't know this, and that's why I feel like spirit wants me to let you know. But a lot of times when spirit passes over, like a spirit pass over, because we all have spirits within us, right? So when a spirit pass over, sorry y'all, I'm multitasking. Please keep me home safe. Sound. Okay, so a lot of times when a spirit passes over, if they are not, like, say if like there's like a spirit of like somebody who's young, or maybe this person just got married, or maybe they just had a baby, or maybe they just started a business, or maybe they, like I mentioned, they're young, you know. A lot of times when people pass away and it's sudden, they are confused. Okay, like they may not be able to understand why their loved ones can't hear them, or they may not understand why you know, they feel like people are ignoring them, or they're trying to understand like what's going on. Just like if you were to move in a new country, right? Say if like you woke up and you was in America, and then you woke up and you was in Afghanistan or something like that. Like you would be confused. You would be like, what the hell is going on? Like I was just in America and I took a nap and I woke up and I'm in a different country. They're all talking like nobody can hear me. Nobody understands me. Like what's going on? Like you would naturally be confused, right? I say this because, and I know people do certain things, and I'm going to actually tell you two things, okay? But I know people usually do things for likes and comments and shares. And I know, you know, a lot of times when we have like, you know, a YouTube business, or we're on YouTube and we're sharing content and we're content creators, we want people to watch our videos, and we want people to tune in and, you know, like our stuff, and I get that. Trust me, I get that. I understand that. But for some people, I really need you to stop pulling on people's energy. Like, if you are on YouTube and this is not what you were called to do, right? Like, say if, like, you know, you watch a YouTube channel and they always are like, you know, as soon as somebody passes away, or as soon as like a celebrity is in a hospital, they're always giving a message about it, right? And they may tell you, you know, maybe I'm called to expose Illuminati, or I'm called to expose certain things. I'm not talking about these people, okay? Because I wasn't there for their calling. I wasn't there, you know, when God was telling them what it is that they're supposed to do. I'm not talking to these people. I'm talking to the YouTubers, specifically the tarot readers, who, as soon as somebody passes away, or as soon as a celebrity is X, Y, and Z, here come their reading. And then once that blows over and that's no longer, you know, the subject in the world or whatever, they're back to telling you that your divine masculine is gay for pay or some shit like that, right? That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the people who constantly switch up and want to give people information on that person when it's in the spotlight, or it's common, or, you know, like I mentioned, like, you know, because I had this message, y'all. I had this message since the what is her name, Shanquella Robinson. Like, all of these people are constantly like pulling on these spirits' energy. They are confused when they first pass over. Now, even if you wanted to say, if like you wanted to do it or whatever, give them some time. Give them at least a month. Give them at least like
ahead. So how about an icebreaker? What's one way you deal with obstacles?
Okay, sorry, that was the ways at. And Kaylani. Okay, so anyway, give them like a month. Give them some time to actually process the fact that they're gone. Because again, a lot of times if they're young, or if they just started something and they believe that, you know, I'm going to be here to see this through, they're confused. They don't understand that they passed away. Now, if you're dealing with a spirit who may have been like sick, or maybe they had cancer, you know, they know, okay, at some point, you know, I'm going to pass, you know, they're going to pass or whatever. But for like the people who just like, you know, they were young, they were vibrant, they just had a kid, or they just started a business, or they may not understand that they passed away. So what you do is you pull out your tarot deck because you want views and likes and shares, and you start pulling on these people's energy without their permission. And another thing, I'm not even talking about the tarot readers who, you know, they're doing their reading and then they see this specific spirit, or spirit will be like, because I've had that sometimes too, like when I'm doing a reading and I'm talking about something, and then like the one time I think I was talking about like how somebody friends is not their friends or whatever, and I saw Shanquella. Shit like that is gonna happen. I'm not even talking to you specifically. I'm specifically talking to the people who, as soon as something happens, they have to go ahead and get a reading in, because they know people are desperate and want to know what happened. That's like if you walk in and you see somebody in the mall and they're crying, you're not gonna run up to them and be like, hey, what's going on? What you doing? You know, did your man break up with you? Is your man beating on you? Like, that shit is disrespectful. You will not do that, because you know you would feel stupid, because that person would be like, mind your business. You're doing the same exact thing. This person just passed over, confused as I don't know what, and you pull out your tarot deck and start wanting to know like their personal business. Like, oh, was like, okay, for the Jackie O situation, oh, was you and DC having, like, how, like, oh my God, this is so irritating. How exactly is that helping anybody? Like, and again, for the people who are specifically called to expose certain things, that's just what you're supposed to do. I'm not talking about you. I am specifically talking to the people who one moment they're talking about twin flames and oh, your divine masculine is this, or your divine feminine is this, or the karmic is trying to kill you. And then as soon as somebody passes away, they're talking about the celebrities and, oh, a celebrity is this, is that, and the third. And they're making their whole entire reading, putting their picture, like, on their thumbprint just to pull people in so they can get clout. Like, that's not cool. Get clout on anything else in the world besides a spirit who just passed on. Like, that shit ain't cool. Not even a little bit. Okay? Because for people who are truly mediums, and again, I'm not saying, I don't know you, I don't know. This message is not for anyone specific. But for people who are truly mediums, we're not pulling on anybody's energy that we don't have. Like, I'm not waking up being like, I want to see an extra 10 spirits. Let me pull them. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. This shit is not for the weak. Stop doing that, okay? Please stop doing that. Just like if your grandparent was sick, and you walking them from the hospital. This is what spirit was showing me. Somebody grandparent could be sick or something like that, and you taking them from the hospital. You wouldn't want 10,000 people bum rushing your grandparent, asking them what's wrong, what was your blood work. Like, come on, that shit is disrespectful. Like, why do you care? Why do you care about somebody? Like, you wouldn't walk up, if she was still living, you wouldn't have walked up to her and been like, oh, what's going on with you in DC? Like, you wouldn't do that. So why? Like, she's still a part. Like, she's still a spirit. Like, she, like, why are you pulling on her energy? Like, come on, for real. And then y'all be the same people that be like, oh, somebody is monitoring you. You have monitoring. You are the monitoring spirit, ma'am or sir. Like, you are the spirit that is monitoring people. And then y'all wonder why, as viewers, you wonder why, like, what tarot reader is telling my masculine's karmic all this stuff about me? People like that. Because that shit is not cool. You are not supposed to be pulling on people's energy without their permission. Like, it's not cool whatsoever. If you can't pick up the phone and call that person, if you can't go to their house and talk to that person, there's no reason why you should be pulling on that person's energy. Especially if you didn't even know them in real life. Like, seriously? Come on, we gotta do better. Like, that shit is lame. Like, it's really lame. Like, it's really, really lame. Okay, is there anything else? Whew. Yeah, they just want me to elaborate on the fact that, like, it's draining for, for people who really have to tap in with these spirits who, have the, I keep wanting to say burden, but it's not a burden because, your gifts are what it is, right? But who have the, I'm going to say pleasure to have to cross, spirits over. Like, it's not easy when, people are pulling on your energy. Just like if, you're trying to do certain things and regular motherfuckers is pulling on your energy, from them getting a reading for you, and you're wondering, like, why my life is at a standstill, or why this or why that, and you just have a masculine and his karmics pulling on your energy, or a feminine and her karmics pulling on your energy. Picture it's the whole damn world. It's about 10,000 YouTubers with a tarot deck pulling on your energy, asking you questions that's not going to bring you back. Nobody is solving any cases. Like, nobody. And if you are, kudos to you. But for the majority, you're not solving cases. Like, it's not like you doing these videos and you turning it into the FBI or whatever the case may be. You're doing these videos for pure content, for likes and shares. Like, come on, like, that shit is trash. Like, that's not cool. It's not cool. And again, I understand you you want your channel to be popping. I get it. I get it. I mean, like, shares and views is not that big of a deal for me because, if you're doing this specifically for the message or to get it out there, whoever's meant to see it, they're going to see it. Whether it's just for one person or 10 billion, like, they're going to see it. Okay? Like, it ain't that deep. All right, y'all, that's what I have for you. Again, this is not, and for the viewers, for the people who, view it. Again, it's entertaining, and it is, because it's like we see these people and we're like, wow, like I wonder what's going on in her real life. Like I wonder, what she's doing. I don't know what people be thinking, but it's like, if this person was alive, you wouldn't go up to them and ask them these personal questions. Like, so why look into their, like, why look into it now? Like, why wait till they passed on to want to know so much about like, I don't know, this shit is weird. Is weird. But just think about who you look at and who you tune into and the vibration that is on, because it's not like, I don't know, like that I feel like that's trash. That's the same type of people who I get irritated with listening to readings. And there's certain people that are trying to do big things, but people are trying to peer into their energy or look into their energy. And of course, if you're protected, if certain things are protected, it's not going to come out. And a lot of times, especially like if you like consider yourself to be like chosen, or a lot of times those readings be bull anyway. Like, because again, you have to have certain permissions to tap into people's energy, like especially if it's a tarot card reading. Now, like for a medium, like you don't, like, I'm not going to say you don't need permission, but if somebody has a spirit around them, like, you may see that and you may have to tell them that. So that's different. But I mean, like, you just sitting at home, somebody passed away, and you're like, oh, I know my collective want to know what color panties she had when she died. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Please stop doing this shit. Okay? Sorry for the cursing. Yeah, but that I had to get that message out. All right, y'all. Like and subscribe if you're loving my vibe. Bye.